Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to maintain a healthy balance with your cannabis consumption. When we're talking about living a healthy and balanced life through the use of cannabis, that means having the knowledge of how it affects your brain, your body, and your mental state. And like everything else in life, balance is key. What I mean by balance is being able to balance your cannabis consumption so it's giving you the best productivity in your daily life. I would appreciate if you can support the channel by giving me a thumbs up and also subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to drop a comment and let me know what you think on the topic. Always start off with a low dosage. I know a lot of people, they jump kind of like headfirst into like the cannabis world. I see it all the time, over and over again, that people just getting into cannabis end up starting off way too strong, and then they have a bad experience, and it kind of like deters them from trying cannabis again. So a low dose is definitely key. If you're just getting into cannabis and you want to maintain a balanced and healthy, productive lifestyle through your cannabis use, the best way is to start off small and then work your way up to that sweet spot. Whatever you're using cannabis for, that's what you gotta hone in on. If you're just looking to relax after a long day at work and get stoned, then that's what you're looking to do. But if you're looking to use it for some type of disorder or some type of issue that you're having in your life to help you focus, or for depression or for pain or whatever the case may be, it's always best to just start off with a small dose and then build yourself up until you start to see ease in the categories that you're looking to get ease in, whether it's pain or anxiety or stress or having a hard time sleeping or stomach problems, appetite problems, whatever. It's a great tip. Don't just jump in head first. Don't start off with a big amount and then, have to deal with the after effects after that. If you have a small tolerance to cannabis and you take a big amount, you can absolutely have adverse effects. And those adverse effects could be paranoia, psychosis, anxiety, and other stuff as well. So like I said, cannabis is a great drug, and I just don't want to see people get deterred because the first time they tried it, they did it the wrong way and they took too much and had a bad experience. The second tip that I have to maintain a healthy and balanced lifestyle through the use of cannabis is to always find the best products that you can find. Nowadays, with the cannabis industry getting as big as it is and so many sources of where you can purchase cannabis products, and I don't just mean like THC and flower and edibles, I'm talking about CBD, Delta 8, Delta 9, all the products that come with the big hemp umbrella nowadays. And not every place that sells cannabis products is going to have good products. So this tip is to do your research and to find out the best places to get products that have a good reputation, that whatever you're looking for. You don't just want to buy your products anywhere. You want to go to a good source that has good products and a good track record. Do your research. You can find a ton of information online about dispensaries and companies that are into extracting and growing and selling CBD and all of the above. So like I said, you might not be in a situation where you have a big, a lot of options to where you get your cannabis. You might be in a state where it's illegal and you still have to get it off the black market. And in that case, I understand that wherever you can get it is where you get it. But if you're in a state like me in New Jersey where cannabis is legal and you have a lot of different avenues to go down to find cannabis, it's best to do your research and to find out which company sells the best cannabis for the best price. The third tip that I got for you guys today about how to maintain a healthy and balanced lifestyle through the use of cannabis is know your limitations, guys. That is a key factor. When you're dealing with cannabis, you gotta know what your limit is. Know how much you can smoke, how much you can consume before it's too much. Especially if you have responsibilities, maybe you have children to take care of, you have a job to tend to, or pets to take care of, or a family member, or yourself. There's always things in your life that's gonna have to come first. So it's really important to know your limitations. If you're new to cannabis, it's understandable the first couple times you smoke, you might get crazy stoned and like fall asleep or forget to do something. But within a couple weeks of using cannabis, you should be able to figure out your limitations and what's too much and what is not enough. That way, when you go to smoke, you know how much to smoke and how much is too much for the certain times of day. Like maybe in the morning, it's not good for you to smoke or smoke a lot because you have stuff to do, obligations to tend to, whatever that situation is. So that's what I'm saying, guys. It's a really good tip. If you want to live a great and productive, balanced life through the use of cannabis, you have to be able to know your limitations and be able to uphold those limitations. The next tip that I got for you guys to live a more healthier and balanced lifestyle through the use of cannabis is know your different consumption methods. However you're introduced to cannabis, some people kind of just stick to that and they don't really go out of that comfort zone. There's people that have been smoking cannabis for years and they've never tried different methods or consumption methods, because there's different ways that you can consume cannabis that will help you for different things. Like if you're having a hard time sleeping, smoking weed at the end of the day might not be the best way for you to fall asleep. That might be something that edibles or ingesting cannabis would be the answer for. You know what I'm saying? If you're having issues with pain and inflammation and joint pain and stuff like that, you might want to look into topicals and different type of creams and balms that you can rub on your skin or infected or inflated areas that's swollen. All I'm saying is that there's different ways to consume cannabis for different reasons, especially when it comes down to healthy and medical cannabis use. That's why I'm telling you guys to really open your horizons, broaden your spectrum, and start to experiment with different ways that you can consume cannabis. I had a lot of tips that I wanted to give you guys, but maybe I'll do a part 2 on this video. But this is going to be the last tip that I give you in this video. And this is a pretty good tip, but a lot of daily consumers and potheads like myself definitely don't want to hear this tip. But this tip can be really, really important, especially if you want to live a healthy and balanced life through the use of cannabis. And sometimes you got to take breaks from cannabis. Now, when I say take breaks, I don't mean you got to stop smoking for a year or a month. I mean, sometimes just a day or 2 days of a break is enough to clear your brain and your receptors to lower your tolerance. Because when you smoke every day, or if you consume every day, no matter what form that it's in, whether it's in edibles or topicals, or you're doing concentrates, or you're just smoking every day, eventually it's going to raise your tolerance. So if you can break that up and, stop for a day or 2 or a week, and then go back, that is a great way to keep your body fresh and to keep your tolerance low. And I'm a pothead. I love to smoke. Sometimes I don't want to take breaks, but I do. I force myself to take 2 or 3 day breaks every couple months, just so I can get my bearings back under me, clear my brain and my receptors so they're not so flooded all the time, and cannabis doesn't stop working for me, because I know people that have been smoking so much for so long that they basically don't even get high anymore, because your tolerance is so high. And that's because a lot of people aren't willing to take tolerance breaks or just a couple days of a break just to clear your body and your brain. It's a good tip, guys, and if you want to really have a balanced life through cannabis, I recommend all these tips. If you start to include them into your daily regimen, I guarantee that you'll see a difference in your lifestyle, and you'll see cannabis working for you in a more healthier and productive way. I hope this video is helpful for you guys. I hope that the content that I'm making, everybody's liking it. If you do like the content, I would appreciate if you can leave me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I post every day at 4:20 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you want to tune in to Blunt Talks at 4:20 every day, expect a video from me. And don't forget, guys, stay lit and have a great day. Peace out.